Alrighty, so I have my neck blank secured to the CNC table, and if you've watched the previous video in this series, when we've machined the body blank, we just found our center line and matched it up to the center line that I already have on the CNC wasteboard. So you just line these marks up on each side, clamp it down, and you're good to go. So we're nice and secure. And ready to go with the CNC machining. And on the top side of the neck, which is where we're going to be starting out first, we'll have our truss rod slot, our pocket right here at the neck heel for our neck pickup pocket. And then we're going to have the pocket for the headstock and the tuner holes. And then once we've got all that done, we can go ahead and flip it over. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, folks, so the first operation on the top of the guitar neck is going to be the truss rod slot. I'm going to be using a downcut bit for this so I don't leave any fuzziness at the top that I might have to sand off, because again, I don't like sanding. Alrighty folks, so I'm going to bring you in here handheld. We do have a little bit of cleanup to do later on, but overall turned out great. So we got our tuner holes, our headstock profile kind of cut out there, a truss rod slot, and then the neck pickup pocket. So we're going to be flipping this guy over, and the next operations, which are quite a bit more involved and pretty fun to watch, so stay tuned. Alright, so we have finished the topside operations like I had said before, and now we're ready to flip. And I do this a little bit differently. I'm not sure if other people use this technique or not, but painter's tape and super glue work really well, so I'm going to go ahead and put some of this painter's tape on the neck blank here. If I can figure out where I cut it. Alright. So the reason I do this is I don't want any clamps in the way. And since we have our alignment pins, I can get this thing in perfect alignment. And this is actually a very strong way to hold down any work pieces that you have. I have never had anything shift on me. So I'm just making sure to keep from getting the tape into the hole for our dowel pin. Grab my razor blade here. And I like to leave a little hanging off the end. It just helps afterwards. So let's go ahead and get this done real quick. And I just use the thin CA glue or super glue. You can use medium or whatever, it's just it dries pretty fast, so I don't have to sit here waiting around, but just make sure your mating surfaces are clean. And then all I do is give a pretty generous amount. And yes, it does make it hard to remove, but the idea is to not let it move. So we'll get all that spread out nice and even. Looks pretty good to me. And then we're just going to line up our pins and press it down. Don't know if you can see, but our line is still perfectly lined up. And we'll just leave that for a couple minutes to let it dry, make sure that we're not going to move anywhere, and then I'll show you what we do in the next steps. Alright, so same as before folks, we're going to start off, well, I don't know if it's the same as before, but we're going to start off with the back of the headstock, and then we're going to move into the heel, and then I think the outline, the roughing of the neck shape, and then the finishing of the neck shape. I'm not going to do a bunch of talking. I'll put some things on the screen for you. as to what I am doing and what tool path I am on, and I'll try not to get in your way too much trying to suck up these chips, but stick with me, and I hope you enjoy the video. right, so that completes the CNC machining portion of this. Now I just need to get it out. What you will notice is that, well, hopefully you've noticed, there are no tabs, meaning there's nothing holding the guitar neck now to the blank that it was cut from. And the reason for that is if I left tabs on, let's just say, the heel block here on the headstock, I'd have to very carefully remove them, sand them, hopefully make them disappear, and it's a lot of work, and I prefer not to do that. I've done it in the past and I really don't like it. So anyway, I do the super glue and painter's tape trick. The neck is actually only held in by the tape right now, so I don't have to clean up any tabs or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and get this out of here. And I just use a chisel, kind of upside down, kind of get it up on the corner. And be careful, because I don't want to wallow out the hole in the wasteboard for that dowel pin. So just get it a little bit loose. This side's always a pain because this table is pretty long, so we'll just gently work it out. All right, and there is the neck. So again, just gently. And we did get a little bit of super glue here, but that's easy enough to clean up. So obviously it's still in a rough state. I gotta get these cleaned up, the truss rod channel sanded a little bit, and then sand the thing overall. But man, that is gonna be real pretty. So next part of this video series is going to be making the fretboard to go on this one. I'm a little bit undecided on exactly what type of wood to use, but you'll see it in the video. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I would really appreciate subscribe to the channel. It would really help me out. If you like this kind of content, please hit a like on this video, and let me know what you guys want to see in future videos from Soleil Guitars. And we'll catch you in the next one.